Look, you guys know by now I don't have to explain when I've got no real idea about something funny, so... Random picture moment! Once again, now I've shown you the weirdest shit you'll ever see, let's go! Gringo is directed by Nash Edgerton and stars his brother Joel Edgerton, Charlize Theron and David Oyelowo, and this is a mixed bag, but it's mainly the story of Harold Soyinka, played by Oyelowo, and this is a man who is nice to everyone, he just wants to make everybody happy, and he's caught up in his boss and his attractive associate, played by Joel and Charlize. He's randomly trapped in their drug deal, and let's just say it's not the most harmonious and stress-free of days for Harold. Now, I haven't seen many trailers for this movie, and as you all know, I go to a fucking lot of movies, and I haven't seen that much said about this, but when I have seen it, it looks like a really fun black comedy version of your typical drug heist, drug cartel movie. But I was wrong. So fucking wrong. Listen, I'm not going to try and drag this shit out or try and do anything funny. So I'm just going to get straight down to it. This movie isn't as funny as it thinks it is. When you call something a black comedy, I get it. I love the genre. It's a very niche genre in many of its aspects. I do enjoy a black comedy from time to time, and there has been some absolutely fantastic ones, but this movie tries too hard to take the black comedy element and try and make it its own. Big mistake from one. It just tries way too hard with the comedy, tries way too hard to be funny, and all of its jokes sink as flat as pig shit. It really is just so try hard. Okay, on the good side of the comedy, yeah, there was a funny scene where Harold is pretending to be kidnapped and he works with two Mexican guys. That part actually had me laughing quite a lot. But there was people behind me that were laughing absolutely hysterically, and I really do think they were maybe watching something on an iPad, or they were looking at a funny text, because I honestly don't see where the comedy was in a lot of it. That bit, granted, made me laugh, but come the fuck on, guys. It wasn't exactly Anchorman or something. It was very dark for a lot of it, with a lot of just bleh. Also, I genuinely believe that the cast was doing this all as a favour to Joel Edgerton, because it's his brother's directorial debut. The movie has a very flat story that has been done 1,000 times before, with, as I've said like 3 times now, a lot of very forced comedy. And this cast is just way too big for this. Like, I understand if you had some people that you may not know. I've seen some amazing movies with people I've never fucking heard of, but these people are just way too big. All 3 of the main actors in this movie, David, Charlize and Joel, have all been in some really good movies this year. Joel more recently in Red Sparrow. David has done fucking Selma, and he was absolutely amazing and has shaped the way this Me Too movement of things. He was one of the first people with the whole black cast thing. He was one of the pioneers with that movie. Charlize Theron, things like Atomic Blonde. Further back, you're looking at Mad Max Fury Road. These people have been in some amazing movies. I just don't understand. Like, David Oyelowo especially seems like, and I've heard an interview with him recently, he really wants to be in comedy. And you can really tell in this, because he tries way too hard to be the funniest thing about this film. Joel Edgerton, he's just not funny at all. Charlize Theron, for me, is probably the best part of this movie. She was really sexy, really funny. Okay, the F-bomb was used maybe a little bit too much with her, but other than that, she was the most competent person in this entire movie. And while I'm on the characters here, Amanda Seyfried, there was no point in her whatsoever. She was literally just a bit of something, I don't know what it was, but she was just literally there for no reason. Also, when you consider this movie is a drug heist movie, the drugs are barely in it. Amanda Seyfried's character's boyfriend has like a small pot that he has to try and smuggle that happens way too late in the film and happens to be resolved way too quickly. both of those characters are underused and pointless, and just the whole thing was sold to you, and to me especially, as this whole drug thing with this amazing sort of backstory about it, but it literally is none of that. It's way too much about the characters and other... It tries too hard to do with characters and the drugs, and it just doesn't work. He's trying to fit way too much in. I understand it's your first film, but fuck, just calm down a little and try doing one thing, not 1,000 fucking things at once. Oh, and I get the movie's focusing on Harold, but he breaks the fourth wall, and that's just fucking stupid. Guys, I'm going to give Gringo a 1 out of 5. The reason for it being a 1? There was that one funny joke in the hotel with the kidnapping. So there you have it, guys. There is my take on Gringo. Now, if you have seen the movie and you didn't hate it as much as me, then please let me know. I want to see why everyone's getting so hyped up about it. Before you guys go, please don't forget to follow me on all the socials. Press the old subscribe button. It keeps me going. Thank you all for watching. As always, you'll know the drill. Ginge out.